Park. We're on a blustery evening. We're here for Mousehole versus Melksham Town. Mousehole return here after a disappointing away defeat to Larkhall Athletic. They aim to keep their playoff hopes alive with a victory tonight, but after the weather we've had, I think they're just glad to be back playing football. Billy, this time yesterday, did you think you were going to have a game on today?
Bit worried of the weather forecast, and when I came home from work yesterday it was proper bad up here, but luckily we managed to get a spiker on it the day before and done a lot of work, and it's drained, as you can see, pretty well, so we've got a decent game on tonight, good surface. I don't think we'll have any problems tonight.
Callum, you've been here for 101 games now. Does it still feel like the first game?
Yeah, obviously it's a nice milestone to reach. I've only been here for, coming up to the end of my third season, so it's been good. Obviously we've come through a lot of that time with some very successful moments, which I've not had in my career so far, I suppose. So yeah, it all feels really good.
And how do you feel about the pitch tonight? It was a bit touch and go this morning.
Yeah, well, we've come out. It looks like the best that I've seen it in a few weeks, to be fair. It's a lot firmer than I thought as well, so it's looking really good. I'm sure that'll obviously play in our favour the way that we play. We want to get the ball down and play, so I'm sure that we'll be able to do that tonight, which we obviously haven't been able to in the last kind of few weeks or so.
Well, it's half-time here at Trungle Park and the score is Mousehole 2, Melksham 1. Two early goals for Mousehole through Hayden Turner and Mark Goldsworthy. Not too long after, Melksham pulled one back. It's been relatively busy for the rest of the first half. Half-time, Mousehole 2, Melksham 1. Well, it's full-time here at Trungle Park and the full-time score was Mousehole 3, Melksham 4. A late defeat here for Mousehole, 2 goals in added time to seal their fate. It's all over to next Saturday now, all to play for. Well, Jake, a frustrating result tonight. What do you put that down to?
Incredibly frustrating. It felt like a ludicrous night, really, from the moment obviously we heard the floodlights weren't working to then the game starting. The game had no structure. It was mental. Obviously we got ourselves 2-0 up, and it looked like it could be a repeat of the Bideford game, but then we gave them a way back in with a sloppy, gave the ball away and sloppy goal, and then the next period of the game was just mental. I'll be honest, it was a hard watch, even at 3-2. I did it because I said to the players beforehand, it's a bit of a free hit for Melksham. They're safe. They can come down, they can throw bodies forward, which they do. They look dangerous going forward. Equally, they look vulnerable. Potentially in transition. And we weren't anywhere near ruthless enough. We created so many chances. And ultimately, they took them when they came to them. And fair play, they deserve to enjoy that tonight. But incredibly frustrating. The goals conceded were so poor. So listen, the boys are hurting in there, and they should, because it's a game where we've thrown it away. Well, that's where it feels like anyway. So really frustrating. Tough to. We look good going forward, but we look really vulnerable. It was just that type of game, and we didn't manage it. We let it be a helter-skelter game. And like I say, even at 3-2, when we went 3-2 up, I still felt there was a goal coming. And could have actually had another one at the end there. I think 8-8 might have been about right. That's not much fun, and we didn't do enough to stop that, and from the sidelines and the players on the pitch. So frustrating one.
Could you give us a little insight as to what you said to the boys at full time?
We spoke about the goals and the responsibility all across the pitch to stop that, to sense moments in games and how the flow of a game is going, and what you need to do to get the flow going in your favour and in the way you want the game to feel. And we just didn't do that today. We didn't manage the game at all well. So in the end, it was a coin toss, and you don't want your home games to be coin tosses. You score 3 at home, you want to go and win the game. And in the end, we come out on the wrong side of the coin toss, and we've got ourselves to blame for that. So we talked about that. We talked about needing a reaction on Saturday, which will be important. And I'm sure with the group we've got, we'll get it, because they need to be better than that. They are better than that. I don't say it very often. I don't feel like they let us down. They're a brilliant, great group. But I feel like today, a lot of them will be disappointed about little bits that have happened in the game. So we watch the video and get ready to bounce back into Saturday, and we'll need to be a lot better in Saturday and the remaining games if we want to show that we're capable of this level. We showed a bit of naivety at this level tonight, and having moments in the rest of the season. So hopefully the boys will watch it, they'll learn, and we can eradicate that and be a lot more solid, because we didn't look solid tonight. We looked good going forward, but we didn't look solid tonight. So we came out with at the end of a mad game. I'm sure it was great for the neutral. It was horrendous down there. Didn't enjoy it a single minute of it, even when we were 2-0 up, and even when we were 3-2 up. Move on.